Hello gamers and welcome back to the gem hunt in the keymailer corner. In this time it's a game from Evil Twin Artworks and it's called Victory at Sea Atlantic. They already did quite a few naval based games, and there are the options. You can change a lot, and you can change the language up here, and there's mod support, Steam Workshop support. You can have a variety of custom battles, scenarios, single fleet campaign and campaign. The tutorials are just videos. Let's take a look at one or two at least, because it's my first impressions. I also want to make you aware that there's a swastika in game, and I will have to pixel it for YouTube.
This is the Start Combat screen. Here you can select ships and fleets and move them around in the deployment zone. Ships in a squadron will move in formation. They are currently in a column formation, so they will move in single file. You can change the formation here. The fleet will then move into the new formation. Squadrons are listed here. This fleet has 2 squadrons. You can move ships between squadrons. As well as create new squadrons. Or combine the 2 squadrons into one. You can click here to change the facing of the ship or formation. When you are ready, you can click here to start the battle. Let's get acquainted with the basics. While in combat view, you can pan around with your camera.
You know what? I think we're just going to jump into a custom battle with the British. Let's take some corvettes. Let's take a destroyer. Let's take the King George. Okay, we can actually take quite a lot of ships here. And here we can see if the radar is researched or not, what types of snorkels are researched. Let's take some light cruisers. Let's play against France. Okay, just to try it out. Sun is good. Here we go.
Visibility good. We have smooth seas.
So they were automatically kind of positioned in the way the battleships are kind of in this circle. In the center is a corvette, and then we've got the light cruisers and destroyers, corvettes around, spotting alerts and so on. Steer with Q and E. I think this positioning is fine. Let's just start. I need to connect my charger for the headphone. I unfortunately won't have the time to dive very deep into the game for time reasons, but I at least want to show it to you. It's like the speed. Not sure why they are. Can I zoom out further, or is there like a map view? Yeah, here we can zoom, and there could be the enemy. So we need to go into this direction actually. Force 1, go here. And up here we can auto-resolve, we can retreat, bird's eye camera. And the entire fleet should be going to roughly there. Attack, turn, defend, move. HMS Queen Victoria. Let's go back to normal camera. I would love to see them firing. So we've got all the alerts activated. G is for binoculars. Okay, that's cool. And this activates wherever we are, I think. It's always going for the destroyer in the northeast. I don't know why, maybe because it was selected.
Breaking formation. Awaiting orders.
Don't break formation, please. You all go here, please. Select observation flights. We don't have them, I think. Hold fire, recall all flights. I think it's going to be really tricky, to play without watching all the videos first. I don't think there's a speed things up button. Or is there? No, there is. Good. Seven knots. Bird's eye camera. We can see a little bit more. That's a ton of troops. I should not have selected that many ships, I guess. And we need to go all the way up here, kind of. To then potentially encounter the enemy. They're kind of getting back into formation. And here they go, hopefully. They're kind of circling all the time. I don't know why. And this is like the fastest speed we can go at. I did give the move order. Okay, we spot the
General quarters.
we do spot the enemy now. Can zoom in further. Okay. I can't move whilst I'm still activated, maybe with these. Okay. I think the game automatically reduced the speed, which is good.
Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship.
Okay, we've been attacked. Now can we maybe...
Fire at will.
Why don't you turn down the volume a little bit? Are we going to fire now as well? We've got quite a few battleships. This one is under fire, or is it? No, it's firing. Good. It's not really a sound effect. Don't know why. Here we can see what's happening, and actually we do have ships. I mean planes, of course. Obviously we do have ships. Can we have that take off? We can. Now there's our plane. Loaded. Supermarine Walrus. Bombe abwerfen. This is not translated now.
Abandon ship.
Yeah, we're losing lots of ships now. Now that this is selected, we can actually change altitude. This is funny. And we can go up again in this corridors, I think. We can also steer. Hold gunfire. Why are they on hold gunfire?
Hold fire. 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 Hold fire.
Ah, okay, they are actually.
Fire at will. Fire at will. Fire at will.
Okay, this puts them at fire at will. Good.
Fire at will. Fire at will.
It's a bit odd that there are not really sound effects. I mean, there are lots of options here what you can do. We do have a sunken ship here. Do we have damaged ships? Where we could maybe see what propellers, rudder, medical. I think this is all stuff that can get individually damaged. Now let's speed things up again.
Abandon ship. Abandon ship.
We abandon yet another ship. Circle formation. Line formation.
Breaking
Column
formation.
formation.
Abandon ship.
Let's go for line formation. Now they're firing all guns blazing. That's good. But I'm really unsure if we actually
Abandon
hit
ship.
something.
Abandon ship.
I will click auto resolve. And let's see what happens. And then we're going to take a quick look at the campaign. Auto resolve, no result for whatever reason. Oh, there it is. The Battle of the Atlantic Ocean. Ships lost 5. Enemy ships lost 9. So that's good. We sunk quite a few of their big boys. Let's go back. Go for the campaign, Allied campaign. Do you want to skip the tutorial? Yes. Just want to get an impression. This is cool. Mainland Europe has fallen to the relentless advance of the Nazi war machine. and the U-boats of the German Kriegsmarine prowl the Atlantic waters, determined to cut the British Isles off from vital North American supplies. The naval and air forces of Britain and its allies are on guard to thwart the enemy, the ambitions of the Kriegsmarine. As Allied convoys brave the treacherous seas, the Navy's task is to ensure their safe passage in carrying the lifeblood of the war effort to Britain. The United States remain officially neutral, but we must continue to fight on in hopes the Americans will be persuaded to join their strength. Yeah. New objective, build a farm. Okay, this is really cool. Commission a ship. Build a farm and commission a ship. Now this is empty fields, I think. Build a farm. Grows food. And then we need to commission a ship. Shipyards. Maybe in Edinburgh. Or whatever, actually, really. How do I commission a ship? Commissioning queue down here. This is really fast. With depth charges, let's go for this. Commission it. Let's commission 2. Build an intelligence station and build a laboratory. So we need to go to, where is it? Objectives here, build a laboratory. We can just maybe click. It's actually Wales here still. And intelligence, what station should be built here? And then the laboratory should be built here a bit in secrecy. Completed
Protect
objective.
Atlantic trade routes from enemy U-boats. Transport supplies across the Atlantic in preparation for our eventual push back into Europe. Transport food across the Atlantic to feed our growing armed forces. Transport enlisted crew and troops across the Atlantic to fight for the Allies. Expand the Allied fleets. Construct enough aircraft to claim air superiority.
Only once this is done can we plan our invasion of Europe.
The future of this war now depends on you. It is your responsibility to build up our naval strength, send forth fleets to defend the British Isles, and lay down the foundations for an Allied victory on the Western Front.
Alert, British Force 1 has been placed under your command off the coast of Portsmouth. Faslane. Lots of patrols. So this is a patrol. So can we give them an order? We have some submarines. We have no aircraft. We do have cargo ships on the way. So how could I give you an order? Patrol, there we go. And you also patrol. It's a force. It's just one ship, though. Yeah, we need to build more ships. Let's go to the shipyards in Liverpool, Swansea. There's no shipyard, is there? Where's St. John's? It's over there. Okay. There's our convoys. Liverpool shipyard. What can I do? It's very fast. Submarine detection. Let's get some of these. And then maybe up here we can commission something bigger. There's no filter for ship types, I think. Battleships we can't afford, but we can go for another battle cruiser. Can we afford that? Yes. No, we can't. We don't have enough food. There we go. And we need to build more aircraft. There's the London airfield. Bombers, Hurricane fighters. Hawker Hurricanes. Swordfish, I think, is scouting. No, that's a bomber. This is cheaper, interestingly. There's a fighter, this is a fighter, this is a bomber. Let's put some of these cheap fighter bombers. We can only build 2. Oh yeah, because it's like a squadron sort of thing, but it's cool to have them here. Okay. Then we definitely need more airfields. Let's get an airfield here. Another one. Now let's get one here. And let's get some A. And some more AA in the London area. Okay, I think that's about it for now. Do we have any fleets that we should send on a task? This is just a small force. This is also a really small force. This one is a bit bigger. They can maybe patrol. And these are 3 ships, battleship, and 2 destroyers. They can patrol here, and I think I might have made a mistake up here in the north. So I need to select them all, the entire force. The entire force is supposed to troll there. That's it. That's what we get in 7 days. And what now? Is the game paused or something? No, it's not. Look at that. It's like in a Paradox game. Okay. So let's speed things up quite a bit. We're getting resources. And here we can see where ships are being built. So in Hull, we could commission some ships maybe. Let's get 2 of these. Not enough resources. The corvette, tiny ship. Let's commission 1. Speed things up.
We have encountered the enemy.
The supply convoy encountered enemy scouts in Rockall. 11 cargo ships and 5 oil tankers and 1 destroyer, 2 submersibles. Let's enter combat. Or let's auto-resolve. We lost 1 ship. Our escort ship. Okay. Over here. So what we need now is an airfield. It's being built. Lots of stuff is still being built. Ships are arriving here.
We have encountered the enemy.
The supply convoy is under attack. View on map. It's over here. We have 1 corvette and 1 sloop and 1 troop ship actually. Let's actually enter combat. The problem is I need to blur or try to blur all the swastikas just in case.
Visibility moderate. The weather is poor and the seas are rough.
There's a sloop, there's a corvette. And that's about it. That's all we've got. Here, that's what the tutorial said, we can change direction. We do not know where the contact was. We do have depth charges on the sloop here. Some guns. And the corvette also has depth charges. And radar. So let's start the battle. Give this the radar going around. Obviously, just having those 2 ships ain't that much. Let's have them going.
Awaiting orders.
Seems they stopped going anywhere.
Fire at will. Fire at will. Fire at will.
They don't have anything they can shoot. Well, they can shoot.
Fire at will. Fire at will. Fire at will.
There's a little bit of AA guns, I presume.
Fire at will. 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 Fire at will.
Just try to get to the edge of the map or something. Convoy George. Get them into the next. I think I'll auto-resolve this. Okay, we are losing some ships here. Build aircraft 25% completed, at least something. But we did lose 7 ships, but they also lost 1, but that's obviously not so great. Seven ships sunk. That includes transporter, Golden Eagle. I'm not even sure which types of ship is which. This is definitely well, the HMSs are the fighting ships. Okay, we did sink a U-boat, so that's good. Now the problem for me is with all the swastikas, I need to blur everything. That's super annoying. But I think you got a rough idea. I think the fighting takes quite some time, and you need to get into it. I also think it's mandatory, basically, to watch the tutorial, and then it's an interesting game. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.